Yes, people, welcome back to Crime Daily. A drug gang raking in massive profits was brought down after their encrypted chats were cracked. The gang based in the northeast were found to have been buying blocks of heroin from dealers in Liverpool. Cracked encro chat messages showed Ryan O'Connor, using the moniker Peach Pear, had made a contact in Liverpool calling themselves Rookie Fox to buy kilos of heroin, reports the Chronicle Live. Gang boss O'Connor and his trusted sidekicks Keith Robert Brown and Stephen Cairns, all from Gateshead, appeared at Newcastle Crown Court last week. During the investigation into the operation, evidence from the cracked encrypted services laid bare what the gang had been involved in. Christopher Rhodes, prosecuting, said, "This case can be described as an encro chat case. O'Connor is the main defendant, and his handle on encro chat was Peach Pear. The messages revealed O'Connor told someone he owed $350,000 for drugs and was paying it back at 100 to 150 grand a month. He also said he was selling around 3 to 4 kilos a month of heroin, but that was not meeting demand and he could shift more if he had it. Mr. Rose said 3.5 kilos of Class A drugs was found when he was arrested, clearly indicating a multi-kilo supplier. In April 2020, O'Connor arranged to buy a kilo of heroin for $17,500 from a contact in Liverpool using the name Rookie Fox. O'Connor's and Keith Robert Brown's phone were shown to have travelled to Liverpool on the day in question. Rookie Fox later complained the handover had been botched and amateur and that the money was $2 grand short. O'Connor said someone else was meant to be handing over the rest of the money but had been on the sniff the previous morning. In May, O'Connor agreed to buy 2 kilos of heroin from Rookie Fox and was in touch with a contact in Bradford called Brittle Jet, who he agreed to buy a kilo of cocaine from. He attended the deal in a BMW and later thanked Brittle Jet for making him feel welcome and said he wanted to expand his business. He later agreed to buy a kilo of heroin from him. After busting encro chat, police raided Brown's home and found 140 grand of cash plus crack cocaine and heroin. He tried to flee in his underwear but was arrested. At Cairns' home, police found 3 ounces of crack along with a cocaine press and a debtors list. In total, 150 grand in cash, 1.7 kilos of cocaine worth 70 grand wholesale, 1.8 kilos of heroin worth up to 34 grand wholesale was recovered. No drugs were found at O'Connor's home, but when he was arrested, he was trying to hide his burner phone in a laundry basket. O'Connor, Brown and Cairns admitted conspiracy to supply cocaine. O'Connor also admitted conspiracy to supply heroin and being concerned in the production of cannabis. Brown also pleaded guilty to conspiracy to supply heroin, possessing with intent to supply heroin and cocaine, and possessing 36 grand of criminal property. O'Connor's home had previously been searched in September 2018 when they found 79 grams of crack cocaine, 17 grams of heroin, 10 grams of cocaine and 53 grams of cannabis. The total value of the drugs was up to 10,500 and there was also 5 grand in cash. O'Connor pleaded guilty to possessing all 4 drugs with intent to supply on the basis he was warehousing them and money laundering. In October 2019, a search of his home discovered 8,700 in cash, digital scales. He admitted possessing criminal property, but claimed some of the money was from selling puppies and cash-in handwork. Tanya Brown, Cairns' partner, also admitted conspiracy to supply cocaine, and Stephen Cairns also admitted possessing cocaine with intent to supply. Mr. Rose said in the summer of 2020, Cairns and O'Connor had a falling out that led to him and Tanya Brown setting up their own business, buying directly from Brittle Jet in Bradford. Cairns liaises with him, but Tanya Brown was heavily and vigorously involved. The defendants were working as a team. O'Connor, 31 of Mersey Place, Gateshead, was reprimanded as a 12-year-old for possession with intent to supply cannabis and was jailed for 16 years. Keith Robert Brown, 63 of Greenland Gardens, Gateshead, was locked up for 5 years and 3 months. Cairns, 40 of Newham Place, Gateshead, was jailed for 8 years in 2012 for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs, was locked up for 7 years. Tanya Brown, 38 of Newham Place, Gateshead, was given a suspended sentence for 2 years with 300 hours of unpaid work. Tony Khanberg for O'Connor said he did it because he got a buzz out of it and it made him feel young. He comes across as a meek, nervy and fidgety man. He has a history of working but saw a quick way to make some money in the short term. He may have been talking up the money involved, particular when someone like Ryan O'Connor has their 15 minutes of fame. He was entirely out of his league. Stuart Graham for Robert Brown said he is a grandfather who had worked hard around the world for a pipeline company and has health issues. He added he is absolutely not only sorry and remorseful but devastated that he's brought this on his family and they are devastated and he has let everybody down. Tony Davis for Khan said his involvement in the conspiracy offence was one trip to Bradford with O'Connor when he drove. He added he was not on encro tracks and was doing a mediocre trade. He said the former soldier got involved after being subject to threats and the arson attack, his car being blown up and being assaulted with a hammer. Rachel Hedworth for Tanya Brown said she is a grandmother who became involved out of misplaced loyalty for Khans and supplied to friends and family. She said she regrets her actions, has never been a drug user, didn't get any financial reward and is usually hardworking. Miss Hedworth said Brown got involved after discovering Khans had huge drug debts and had been threatened and attacked. Anyway guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe for more daily content, yeah? Peace.